I'm making this video because Joanie and the Cell Memory Secrets has helped me tremendously through a really challenging issue in my life. I met Joanie at a conference a few months back, and I hadn't traveled by myself in years. I was totally out of my element, and I found myself to be this sort of anxious, incredibly anxious person. I'd never really experienced this sort of anxiety before, and so much so that I struggled to even have conversations with people. I couldn't relax. I was a really big turnoff at that time. I just chattered uncontrollably. So you could imagine in a social situation like a conference where you're trying to meet new people and sort of collaborate with others, and all you can do is chatter and chatter and chatter and talk, and no one can talk with you because you're talking at them. And it was this horrible, crippling anxiety that I really hadn't experienced before. It was so, or at least not that I was aware of, not in this situation. I just hadn't been in a situation like this in such a long time, and so I was really taken aback by that. And so I made friends with Joanie. She's a wonderful person. We went to dinner, and she explained to me that, that this anxiety was probably from an unresolved past issue, an unresolved something that has been there in my cells, that my cells were remembering, and it may not have hit my conscious mind, but subconsciously I was responding to some sort of trigger that was there. And so she helped me to understand this. It made sense. And she said that we just need to take care of it. And the Cell Memory Secrets program that she has can do that. So I said, well, okay, I might as well try it. It doesn't hurt anything to just try it. I think it was maybe an hour, 2 hours, very short amount of time. So I said, okay, let's do it. She was right. Why not, right? So I did Joanies Program, and the real test for me was to go back into a similar situation. So we had that same group, had a conference, and I thought, okay, so if I go to this conference and I still have the anxiety that I had the first time, I'll know that, well, it didn't work. But if I go to this conference and everything goes well, and I can relax, and I can have conversations with people, and I'm able to slow down and relax enough to listen and to actually just relax, then it works. So the test was maybe a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago or so. And I tell you what, when I went to that conference, I had no anxiety whatsoever. I mean, there was, the normal stuff like, oh, I don't want to go sit in the front row, but I still sat in the front row, and it went well, and it was fine. But the test was, I was able to actually calm down and relax and have conversations with people and listen to them and not be so anxious that I just chatter all the time. And for me, that was huge. That was huge, and it was totally worth just a little bit of time and what money. You're going to spend money anyways. You might as well do it on something so life-changing as being able to actually have conversations in an unusual environment or an uncomfortable environment. So I tell you, Joanies Program has helped me tremendously. She knows what she's doing, and I tell you, she has really transformed my life with this program. So I want you to, don't take my word for it. Try it out yourself. It's worked for me. It's worked for others. It will work for you. You just have to give it a try. And that's all anyone can ask for, is just try. It can't hurt anything. Can't hurt to try. So I just want to say thank you, Joanie. Thank you so much for providing this to the world. It's a huge help. It's basically eliminated my anxiety It's really saved my social life in a lot of ways. And as you can see now, I mean, I'm not anxious. I'm not chattering away. I don't talk a million miles a minute like I was. I'm able to relax and be who I am in the moment. And I'm able to have the conversations and the relationships that I really, really want to have. And I just want to thank you, Joanie. You were a huge help and a big part of my success. So thank you.